It's a game that will have Spartan and Wolverine fans talking for years to come. Now, the Michigan-Michigan State rivalry always promises drama, but this year lived up to the expectations right to the very end. So let's check it out. To the big house we go. It's the battle for the Paul Bunyan Trophy, and it's the Wolverines who strike first. The big fullback, Sion Huma, powers his way in for the 2-yard score, and that was his first of the day. He finished with 3 carries for 30 yards and 2 touchdowns. Wolverines up 7-0 with that touchdown. Now on to the second half. 23-14 Michigan. Big 74-yard pass play put the Spartans on the end zone, but LJ Scott doesn't wait for a reply. He just walks right into the end zone. 1-yard run, 23-21 Michigan. It stayed that way until just over 2 minutes left to play. MSU facing 4th and 19. Connor Cook's about to take the snap. This could be the game right here. Under pressure, he throws it up, and that Michigan secondary, we've heard all about them. They go up, knock it down. Everybody in the stadium thinks it's over, but we all know how this one ends with 10 seconds left. Michigan lines up for a punt, and the punter, Blake O'Neill. He's going to fumble the snap, and it's picked up by MSU's Jalen Watts-Jackson. He takes it to the house as time expires. Michigan State wins 27-23 in thrilling fashion. Now the Spartans remain undefeated and bring home Paul Bunyan for the 3rd year in a row.
Just find a way, and I think it's the culture that we have on our football team, and our guys just continue to play, and we believe in each other. And if we lost, we lost. But I knew that we played as hard as we could, and we left it on the field, and that's the most important thing to me.
Now, even before that crazy ending, the game was already in the spotlight. ESPN's College Game Day was in town, and you know what that means. The cameras are rolling, and time to get a little creative with the signs, but it appears everybody had the same idea. That's right, a lot of Jim Harbaugh. When I say a lot of Jim Harbaugh, I mean almost every single sign was Jim Harbaugh. Oh, and references to Big Brother, Little Brother, well, you could find plenty of that too. Now with the smack talk, the insults, it's the beauty of rivalries, but sometimes they can get a little out of hand. So the marching band, like they do every year, protected the Spartan statue all week during their annual Sparty Watch. Now, every night, dozens gather to drink some hot chocolate, dance, mingle, and spend the night guarding the statue. And of course, the week wouldn't be complete without the man of the hour, the head football coach, Mark D'Antonio, stopping by to the crowd to deliver some pizza and just say thank you. Now, Caleb Dorr, he helped organize Sparty Watch this year and made sure Sparty didn't get vandalized before the big game.
All these little social events from everything, just mix and mingle, which was Monday night tonight, which is Tailgate Tuesday, D'Antonio coming out, listening to music, exchanging names, shaking hands. It makes for a good experience.
Now the band, they did a fantastic job protecting Sparty, but those Wolverines, they got a little sneaky and went after another statue, the Magic Johnson statue, located outside of the Breslin Center. Now Beat State was painted on the base, an M on the chest, and blue covered the statue's backside. MSU Infrastructure and Planning Facilities said it took 2.5 days to clean, costing about $5,000. Now the wall behind Spartan's statue, demonstration hall, and steps of the Student Union were also vandalized. But enough of that Michigan game. We've talked about that all day. We're ready to move on, and so is Coach Mark D'Antonio. MSU takes on 4-3 Indiana this Saturday at Spartan Stadium, and Coach D'Antonio said his team needs to focus on the game ahead.
Obviously, the worst thing we can do is fall backwards here. So we need to continue to move forward, and our dreams are ahead of us, and they start this Saturday. So I think our players will be ready to play.
Now, injuries have plagued the Spartans all season long, but D'Antonio says that freshman Josh Butler and redshirt freshman Tyson Smith are expected to play. Now, it's almost time for MSU basketball, and that means it's time for the Izzone campout. But a new policy on Izzone tickets have some students concerned. Focal Point's Kiera Lake explains the new policy and how MSU says it will benefit everyone.
This is the 4th year John Etienne and Josh Wendell have attended the Izzone campout, the annual tradition that allows students to purchase lower bowl student section tickets for MSU basketball games.
I just like it, man.
Best night of the year.
Yeah, I would say the best night of the year.
Students set up their tents in Munn Field, where they enjoy all sorts of activities.
I hope tonight becomes a memory maker for you.
Including a special appearance from Coach Tom Izzo and the basketball team. But while others enjoy the night, there are a few who are concerned, including sophomore Eric Savid.
I don't really like it because it's not like a one-time fee.
What he's talking about? A new fee structure for Izzone tickets.
It's $55 to be in the Izzone and then $10 a game.
In previous years, season tickets were a one-time fee, which included tickets to all home games and the Izzone shirt.
I understand why they're doing it, to make it easier on people so they can go to all the games that they can go to.
Izzone staff members believe this change will be good for turnout. Felicia Grisby works for the Izzone. She goes to all the home games and says more people will attend.
A lot of people are gonna, show up. They chose the game themselves, so there's less like selling it on StubHub or just not being able to go.
This year, students get to choose what games they want to go to.
You can buy 17, but you don't have to buy all of them.
The goal is to always have a packed student section, a problem that occurred in other years.
I would say it's probably a smart idea because the upper bowl doesn't always fill up.
And for the seniors that refer to themselves as,
Tell them what we call ourselves. The Izzo Knights.
a title they say is well-deserved.
We've had lower bowl every single year, and we've been like front row for every single game since freshman year.
But students are hopeful their concerns will go away once the season starts.
So I was a little scared at first, but it seems like we're going to be able to get first come, first serve on the games we want.
And focus more on cheering at all the basketball games. In East Lansing, Kiera Lake, Focal Point News.
Now, Michigan State will start the preseason ranked number 13 in the USA Today coaches poll, and their first home game will be November 4th against Northern Michigan. Now on to Michigan State soccer. They played a Big Ten rival, Penn State, so let's check it out and get to the action. It wasn't until the second half that both teams got their first point. Jason Stacy put MSU on the board. He steals the ball right here from the defense and immediately fires a shot right past the goalkeeper. That puts the Spartans up 1, but that lead was short-lived. It only took a couple minutes for Penn State to counter. And if you're ever looking for a good spot to stand, why not try in front of the net? Great spot for rebounds. The shot on the goalie, he makes the save, but the rebound and makes the finish. That ties the game up at 1, but it's crunch time. With only 3 minutes left, freshman defender Connor Corrigan scores, giving MSU the win 2-1.
We had a lot of possession leading up to that after a pretty chaotic spell. After they scored their second goal, we were lucky to get into a rhythm, and I just got into the box and tried to make something happen.
Now, Michigan State will have their next home game October 28th against Oakland University, and that's all I have for sports this week. I'm Brett Cast.